Hi everyone, Cinder here. Welcome back to Final Fantasy 11. Not 11, sorry. Final Fantasy 14. I had to do some Dragon Quest 11 stuff yesterday. I knew I was going to screw that up, and then promptly did. Good job, me. Hi, Mace. Acus Rickus Man. Got business with me, adventurer? Here's your letter of introduction. Also, wrong MMO. This one's way better, so that's great. You're the man the Admiral sent word of. Yep. Hope I might catch a glimpse of Thancred, too. Been a while since I saw his shite-eating grin. But what with all the doe-eyed wrenches about, I expect he's got his hands full. Get it, Thancred. Ah, you must be the Far Easterner what Meroweb wants to train with us. Welcome to Limsa, milady. Ha! Joke's on you. You'll be training with her. Yurgiri of Doma. 'Tis an honor to make your acquaintance. I must confess, when I first learned of your organization, I had certain preconceptions as to the nature of your membership. It would seem I was mistaken. You're not the first person to say that, lass. Limsa's a city of pirates, to be sure. Pirates don't give two farts about keeping a spotless reputation. They hardly need a secret society to do their dirty work. Might be as my people and I kept to the shadows, but we got nothing to be ashamed of. It's simply better for business that we remain unseen. And so you have developed fighting techniques suited to this purpose. I see. Know that the protectors of my art, too, are denizens of shadow. 'Tis in stealth that our strength lies. There is much we might learn from one another, I think. What the seven hells are we waiting for? You come with us. Yuri do what's it? Get it right. We can get acquainted in more private surrounds. Ha! I didn't come out right, did it? No, I did not. Paladin hit 50 today. Congrats. Master Syndrome, I shall remain with these people for a time, that I might study their ways. Oh, see, Yuri gets it. You're awesome. We talked about this on Wednesday. Though I am loath to be separated from my countrymen, I take solace in the knowledge that they are in the best of hands. You have been a true friend to us Domans. No words would suffice to express my gratitude. Ere long, I hope to begin imparting my martial knowledge to the people of Eorzea. When that time comes, it would be my honor to welcome you as a student. Thank you. Someday, maybe. Through the maelstrom. Has the everyone bursting with gratitude. Air knives. Onion shield. What? Onion. We can't use that. Scholar. That's like a healing scholar now. Probably take it. Much and more has occurred since I first beheld Eorzea from the galleon's deck. Suffice it to say, I did not envisage being invited to play a part in your noble struggle. But forgive me, I have kept you overlong. Doubtless you have pressing business of your own. Rest assured that I no longer require an escort in this land. When next you would meet Lady Menphilia, pray relay to her my humblest thanks. Would that I could do so in person, but I must needs fulfill my promise to the Admiral. Till we meet again, warrior of light. That is a class I'm interested in trying out someday is Paladin.
been reflecting upon the events which took place during our visit to Vilbrand. If you have a moment, I would share my conclusions with you. Please, bear with me. When the Sahagin Elder summoned Leviathan, he employed the power we have come to know as the Echo.
Echo!
Though I cannot well explain the how of it, it would seem he became immortal in so doing. When the Admiral subsequently slew him, his spirit emerged from his lifeless flesh, a consciousness shorn of physical form. Thus transfigured, he took up residence in the body of his minion with the ease of a man donning a favorite glove. Long have I known that the Echo allows one to pass through the walls of a man's soul.
Echo!
But never did I imagine that it could free us from our own flesh, nor less that our souls could then occupy the next corporeal vessel to take our fancy. It was of this that Elizabeth spoke, an existence which knows neither cessation nor oblivion. And yet, though the Sahagin had mastered his gift and thereby become immortal, he was by no means invulnerable. As we both bore witness, he was ultimately absorbed into Leviathan. And the import of this observation? If the Asian's mode of existence is indeed the same, it can be inferred that they too are not invulnerable, that they can be destroyed. There exists a legend which tells of souls who are reborn upon the cusp of each umbral calamity, that they might stay the encroaching darkness. To most, it is but a fairy tale, yet recent events have given me cause to wonder. Could the legend in fact refer to the Echo?
Echo!
Much and more yet remains unknown, but I am confident that all will become clear in time. For the present, however, what matters is that the key to defeating the Asians may at last be within sight. With Urianger's aid, it is my hope that I shall fathom this matter ere long. Oh, I was just about to send for you, my friend. Is Artemis?
Grave tidings from the Sharlayan motherland, my lady. It doth concern our distant allies, the students of Valdesian.
What of them?
They're all dead.
My lady, the Isle of Val, which for many years hath been the Order's home, is no more.
No more? Whatever do you mean?
They were wiped out.
I relate only that which hath been conveyed unto me by our agents. An etheric wave of the highest magnitude was recorded in the region. Soon thereafter, 'twas observed that the isle had ceased to be. 'Tis postulated that a magic was evoked, like in power to Ultima.
12 preserve.
Entire island is just gone, so it just got wiped out. Like, completely. Not just them, like, the island. We already knew this was happening, because we couldn't get in touch with them and hear from them. So.
If there are no other matters, I move that today's meeting be adjourned.
No. Time to get out.
It is done, my lord. Forgive my impertinence, my lord, but these orders, I am uncertain as to what end they serve.
Revolution.
That's not good. Was he the one that didn't want to help the Domans? Don't remember. Through the maelstrom. Revolution guy was the guy that did help the Domans. Darn it! I was hoping that would not be the case. That's not good. That's unfortunate. The Great Divide. Our friends, the very isle itself, everyone and everything. No, it avails us not to speculate. We'll send word if there are any developments. Until such time as he does, we must remain firmly focused on that which is within our power to change. That in mind, I would speak on a different matter, one closer to home. Certain etheric fluctuations which I previously attributed to good King Mogul Mog the 12th. I heard good King Mogul Mog. That the king is no more is a blessing for which we have you to thank. You're welcome. All is not well in the Twelveswood. Latest readings reveal an ongoing... I can't keep up that voice today. Sorry. May even suggest the presence of a primal. Immediate investigation. Acelia, I do not wish to interrupt, but we have a problem. Oh? What manner of problem? A band of refugees hailing from Olda, this time, are come to Revenant's Toll seeking asylum. From Olda? It would seem they expect us to afford them the same treatment we gave the Domans. Present, they are in the seventh heaven awaiting a formal response. Mayhap this was to be expected. Yeah. You know full well we haven't the resources to accommodate many more people. Consider what will happen if you do this. Word will spread and more will follow. Opinion is duly noted, but I will hear their suit. Okay. Grateful for your presence at this meeting. Sure. Apologies for keeping you waiting. Name is Menphilia, and I lead the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. She does. 12 be praised, it is you! Ready and willing to work, same as the Domans. Give us a task and we'll see it done. Calm yourselves. Appreciate your enthusiasm, but I know not of your situation. Beg your pardon, Descendant. I ain't so good with words. Been living off the scrapes of Olda for years now, trying to piece together a life to replace the ones what got took. They say there's work, but there's not for an honest man. Not as wouldn't sully his soul sooner than his palms any road. The flames do what they can for us, of course, but it ain't near enough. And it's only getting worse. When the calamity brought us to our knees, those rich bastards in the city didn't help us up. They climbed on our backs. Yeah, to be expected. I don't pretend to be clever, but even I can see what's coming. I knew we had to run. Question was to where. And then it came to me. Revenant's Toll. I mean, you took them foreigners in, didn't you? So you'd surely do the same for us. I fear the situation is rather more complicated. While it's true we accepted the Doman's petition for aid, that decision was the product of extraordinary circumstances. I sympathize deeply with your plight, but pray understand it's not possible for an organization of our means to aid all who have been afflicted by the calamity. We simply don't have the resources. So it is with great regret I must deny your request. But we know where else to go. Turning your back on us? If I might have a word. Tataru? Aught amiss? Ill tidings from Olda, my lady. Alphinaud's been wounded? Oh, that's terrible. Okay. How serious? Can't say for certain, but I fear it might be. According to the Flames, the refugees started a riot. They went wild, apparently, lashing out at any and everyone. Whoa. That can't be right. Why would they? Must have been provoked. Demonstration was meant to be peaceful. Seven hells, now the Blades have an excuse. They'll round us up and kill anyone who tries to resist. And send it, please. If you won't help us build a new life, at least help us keep the ones we've got. My lady, we're not ones to stand idly by and watch innocents suffer. However, until we know more of the circumstances surrounding this riot, I am not certain what aid, if any, we can provide. The authorities determined that the refugees attacked without provocation, then those responsible will have to answer for their actions. How can you be so blind? Find Alphinaud quickly. If he's in danger or worse, I would have you and none other by his side. Got it. Eden and Papamelo will take care of the other thing she was talking about. Treated at the hourglass. Alright, time to go. Alright, sorry refugee people, but we gotta look into this. Person. Where? Serpent, puppy. I like the armor. The armor's cool. Neat. Oh, I am going to Olda, it looks like. Bye. Gotta go help Alphinaud. That's not good.
You must have gathered by now that Tataru is given to exaggeration. As you can see, I am quite well. Ulda, on the other hand, is not. This riot was anything but an isolated incident. There is a restlessness in the air. Tensions long simmering are at last threatening to boil over. Ul'dah is a nation infamous for the great disparity between the wealthy and the poor. The majority of the populace accepts this state of affairs because they believe that every man bears responsibility for his own lot in life. To an Ul'dan, money is the foremost, and some would say the only measure of a man's worth. Small wonder that the wealthiest wield the greatest influence. So where do the refugees fit into this social hierarchy? What place is there for those who fled Alamigo and the destruction of the Calamity? Plainly, there is none. They have no wealth, no power, and no worth. To the Ul'dan way of thinking, they may as well not exist. Choosing to ignore their existence, however, is patently not an option. General Rauban and the Sultana understand this, which is why they ordered the Immortal Flames to provide the refugees aid and succor. Yet none would dispute that the expenses incurred by this policy grow by the day, with no end in sight. This has prompted more and more Uldans to question their obligation to aid these worthless wanderers. While more and more refugees have come to resent their treatment at the hands of the sneering citizenry. The manner of Lord Lolorito's refusal to grant the Domans asylum bespoke a disdain for all refugees, an attitude shared by the rest of the monetarists. And you may be sure they make no effort to conceal their opinions. It was only a matter of time before the refugees united in protest. Nor is it any surprise that some among them would ultimately resort to violence. That the Immortal Flames should choose this of all occasions to engage in joint training exercises with the other Grand Companies. By the time they return, the situation may well have deteriorated beyond mending.
Desperate times. As I told you before, it is all but inevitable that an incident of this kind would eventually occur given the rising tensions within the Sultanate. Nevertheless, I have reason to believe that this particular riot may not have begun spontaneously. Have I piqued your curiosity? Good. Then you will accompany me to the Hall of Flames. I would hear what General Rauban has to say upon this matter. I mean, I can gather that too. It just so happens while the Immortal Flames are out on... with the other Grand Companies. Oh, I have mail. Thank you for playing Final Fantasy 14. Coast is a 4-piece set of Advent attire. May it... Never mind. Strife. Take all. That's be from the... Because I just renewed, so the 60-day reward. Cool. 60-day paid. I figured it was Cloud, so it was Strife. Now I can look like Cloud, yay! Not interested. Now's not a good time, Sindral. Hands are full dealing with the refugees. That's why we're here. Precisely the matter we wish to discuss, General. Alphanod, back on your feet already? You may credit my swift recovery to your chirurgeons, like surgeons. Memories of the riot are still somewhat muddled. Just you managed to regain control? Not entirely. Secured the city soon enough, but not before the unrest had spread to the surrounding territories. Pockets of resistance remain throughout that. We have sent what forces we can spare to rid out the last of the belligerents, but progress is slow, damnably elusive. I can well imagine, given that the majority of refugees live outside the walls, it stands to reason that they would know the lay of the land. What I don't understand is how they came to be so well prepared. For my little accident, I observed that several of the refugees were armed, not with butcher knives or pitchforks, but with martial weaponry. I need hardly add that such equipment is costly. None can deny the tensions between the olden citizenry and the refugee population have increased since the Domans were turned away. But would that motivate a starving man to purchase arms in lieu of food? I think not. And what of those who have not even a single gil to spend? Who could not survive without the aid of the immortal flames? Surely they would sooner sell a weapon than bring it to bear against their benefactors. Come to the point. Very well. My point, General, is that this powder keg of discontent was not set alight by chance. These events were deliberately set in motion, and now order must be restored. That is my first duty. Till it is done, any investigation can wait. Do you have time to discuss this? Scouts will be returning anon. The General is no fool. He keeps his own counsel, and with good cause. Were he to claim, without the necessary proof, that these riots were instigated by outside forces, the monetarists would accuse him of attempting to shirk responsibility. After all, he and the Sultana have been the most outspoken proponents of refugee aid. Regardless, they will face harsh criticism in the days ahead. Our allies may stumble upon the truth in time, but I have far more faith in your ability, Sindral. Therefore, I propose we conduct our own investigation, independent of the authorities. To that end, make inquiries in the settlements suspected of harboring belligerents. Commander Swift will know which they are. May balk at a request for such information, but I have no doubt you can persuade him with your silver tongue. I, meanwhile, shall seek answers in my own way, after which we can regroup and share our findings. Alright. What stupid quest am I going to have to run for this guy? Ask us no simple favor. For such information to fall into the wrong hands, the lives of countless soldiers would be at risk. Even so, there's wisdom in your words. An able individual may be better suited to this task than a regiment. Very well. The Brass Blades have reported suspicious activity in the vicinity of Lost Hope. It may be unrelated to recent events, but we doubt it. Begin by speaking to the Blades posted there. Oh, good! Lost Hope. Should just click this. For the Sultan, are we? I take this to be someone has read my report. No, but you should give it to me. Refugees who left with the merchant have yet to return, increasingly concerned that Zazawaka's suspicions are correct. You haven't the foggiest what I'm talking about, do you? No. Never mind. Speak with Zazawaka. He'll explain everything. Appreciate your adventure. Search refugees. Come to the right place. Those refugees. Oh no, you won't find them here. Most of the people of Lost Hope have come to accept their situation and are content to pass their days in peace and quiet. Outsiders have trouble understanding that, like that merchant who passed through recently. Gregarious fellow, but awfully opinionated. Can't say I was sad to see him go. Don't hurt me. I'm not one of them. Not a flame? Speak with me, then take it you agreed to help, kind of. 12 be praised for that, because we haven't a moment to waste. Everyone knows the flames are on the march. The others have fallen under that fanatic spell, but not I. Promises of revolution and retribution, of holding the ruling class to account and taking that which is owed. Ha! Childish fantasy. I did everything I could to dissuade the others from leaving, but few would heed my words. Now that one of our idealists has returned, however, the madness of the merchant's plan is plain for all to see. Look beyond yonder tent and you'll understand why. Even now he babbles incoherently, so traumatized is he by the bloodshed he witnessed. Try as I might, I can make little sense of the words beyond the fact that he was not alone in surviving. No doubt that merchant will lead the remainder to their doom. Don't draw, don't draw, don't draw, don't draw! I'm not that good at drawing anyway. No artistic skills. We could have escaped together. Why didn't you run? Who are you? What do you want? Drawing magic? Oh, I'd be better at that, but... Let's just be thankful we don't have to do that. Be thankful that mechanic isn't here. Although, I am glad that the FF8 remaster is a thing now. Looks nice. It'd be fun to play. I could play through it again and just play with the cheats. Just for kicks. Just so we can see all the... Just see the new fancy graphics. Follow the merchant, may the gods strike me down for my folly. What they will not give you, you must take, he said. When we asked how, he revealed the cache of weapons he had brought and implored us to seize control of our fates. Thought about running then and there, but the others were so excited. Split us into two groups, sent us off on our own. When the flames found us, we didn't know what to do. Our leader tried to parley with theirs, but then they started arguing, and then fighting. And then everyone was fighting. The flames were shouting to give no quarter, and... Gosh, the other group, they're still out there. If we don't stop them, they'll be massacred like mine was. Shock and awe. These two are exactly the same, just their name changed. That's it. Why do that? It's not like rings where you can have more than one. That seems really silly. Like, this was different because it's Dex. Okay. Moving on. The other refugees are hiding in the caves south of Lost Hope. Maybe they rebalanced and they had separate stats before. Maybe. Usually what's been happening with that is that one will have like, what's the tank one? Tenacity? The tank stat? And the other one will have like critical for more like strength-based DPS. But that one didn't have it. That was just, it was the same. Other refugees are hiding in the caves south of Lost Hope, but to approach them would be fruitless. It would sooner cause ages of assault in it than try to kill us and listen to reason. Well, so it's come to this. Start casting holy. I mean, what? Twins might even do the deed themselves. A pox on all bloody cell stores. They were supposed to train us to fight, but the ones he sent with us vanished during the struggle. I would never listen to that merchant's ridiculous claims. He said our cause was righteous, that the gods would never suffer us to be defeated. Though, if they were forced to confront reality, that's it. Challenge the twins to combat and show my brethren that their strongest warriors are no match for one man. You could send them all at me and they're not a challenge for me, but whatever. We'll go with your plan. Looks like there's a way there, but there's not. Seven Hills, they found us. Grab your gear and make for the rendezvous point. We're going to kill you ourselves. Alright, sucks to be you. I mean, I get that they're level 50 because of the quest, but honestly, they should not be level 50. Like, they should have been level 2, maybe. Shield wrapping swordsman, maybe these should have been like 5. But no, it's a level 50 quest, so we have to throw level 50 enemies at you. Like, fine, but honestly, it shouldn't have been this way. Sometimes it's stupid, but there are conventions for these type of games. Yeah, I know, but this game can be better than that. because in a lot of, you know, I would say in a lot of ways, but in some ways it does things better than just your typical MMO. Like, I would have really enjoyed it because, you know, Warrior of Light, these are just refugees, untrained. Like, the ones with the sword and shield could have been stronger. But no way they should have been 50 and actually hurting me. Like, no. Beat him like it was nothing. See, it should have been like beat like this. Thought Almighty, what are we gonna do now? I think that would have been really cool. Had no choice. Better that a handful of them take a beating from you than get butchered by the flames. Or the merchant say was over. There was no merchant. Went to Stone's Throw to recruit others. As I recall, he wished to approach the refugees there as well, but was waiting until the flames withdrew their forces from the vicinity. There's nothing to stop from continuing his work. Okay. Seeing my parents? Told me to stay here with the others. Said they'll be back soon, but it's been days. Left with the man from Olda. The man said they were going to change everything. Made it so we could live inside the walls with everyone else. I didn't like it when he talked about making the rich people pay. Everyone looked so angry and I got scared. Lots of people left with that man if that, but no one's come back. Hi, Skydreamer. Persuade gang of refugees to lay down their arms? Yep. These other revelations. Apprehend this treasonous snake at once. Reap the whirlwind. Ooh, just slightly better. Hello. This merchant has not only publicly incited sedition with the Sultanate, but has gone so far as to provide material support to would-be belligerents. Galls me that his role in the uprising should have escaped our notice for so long, yet I can well imagine why it did. Rightly or wrongly, those whom he consorts with do not trust us. Alas, trust is not easily gained, even in times of peace. Nevertheless, try, for I believe it is only with the cooperation of the refugees that we will catch our quarry. Continue your investigation in Pearl Lane. We know the merchant sought to recruit the people of Lost Hope and Stone's Throw, so it seems reasonable he may have approached the residents of Pearl Lane as well. Most, if not all, will refuse to discuss the subject with you, but there is one man who may be willing to do so, a man named Lambert. He too has his misgivings about us, but I believe he understands that these riots do little in furthering the people's cause. First comes a man with a promise of deliverance. Seeing your suffering firsthand, will bear it no longer, says he. Your friend, your ally, your comrade in arms. Take his hand, and he'll guide you a better tomorrow. Then comes a soldier with the promise of justice. Follow the man who came before at your peril, says he, for they who sow the wind shall reap the whirlwind. The man is no saint, any fools could see that. We're but tools for his task, to be used and discarded. As for the soldier, he thinks only of his mission. He's more honest than the man, but every bit as ruthless, make no mistake. Whom shall I cast my lot? Neither, says I. Far as I'm concerned, you're no better than the bastards you pursue. Now the soldier is thinking how else he might get what he wants. He's tried the diplomatic approach and failed. Mayhap a firmer hand is needed. Mayhap he needs to make an example out of this Al-Mahigan scum like he did those 5 fools from Lost Hope. Well, you'll get no justification from me, soldier. If that's what you're waiting for, I'll not raise a hand against you. But neither will I lend a hand to help you. Not that it makes any difference. Gods seem bent on granting your every bloody wish. Mistrustful merchant. You, stare. Oh. There he goes, toward the gate of Thaw. Go and claim your prize for coin and country. You don't get it. I should smack you down just for being an idiot. But whatever. Why are people always so mean in this game? Because that's every game. Do I look like I have the Flames logo on me? Do I look like a soldier with the immortal flames? Why are you pursuing me? Who's your boss? Treason revolution? Yes, very clearly you do. That's preposterous. Let's fudge out with these lies. Refugees? Self-same refugees who terrorize the streets of Ulda? You have no evidence to prove your accusations? None. I don't need any. I will not accompany you to the Hall of Flames. You have no right to detain me. I have every right to detain you, but that's... For the sake of argument, let's say I did do the things you claim. Surely you don't think I give a recruiter's arse about politics. It was business. Only business. Like, that makes it any better. Quit looking for a way out. Tell me what I want to know. Uh-oh. We both know I'm not the one you want. However, if you agree to protect me, I swear I should tell you everything. You're about to get an arrow through the chest. What's all this commotion? 7 hells. Tell the others to sprint and search the area. Killer may be close. Yeah, he was on that cliff over there. I would know more about your relationship with this victim as well as the events leading up to his death. Responsible for the recent riots? Mayhap we owe his murderer a debt of gratitude. No, he was low on the totem pole. Obvious you're not the one whom we seek. Carry on with your investigation, Scion. Thank you. Somebody gets it! Oh, naming way. Not, no? The heck was that? You. He got shot through the chest with an arrow. Murdered? Damn it, all to the 7th hell. He's not simply murdered, Syndrome. He was silenced. Exactly. Too many knew his face, and he was ready to divulge his secrets. Don't despair, though. We may be closer to identifying the true orchestrator of these riots than you realize. Yeah, who do you work for? Revolution. See, this one does it right, and these are the same names, the Noct and the Gloam Ring. See, this Noct Ring has tenacity on it. And this Gloam Ring has determination. It has different stats. Yeah, I've seen that in, like, the rings and other items. Like, they both have the strength, vitality, and, like, critical or direct hit rate. But, like, one will have tenacity, one will have determination. And the other one's dex. But the earrings didn't do that for whatever reason. So I don't know if they were just coded wrong. And, like, nobody told them. I mean, not that it really matters now. At level 50, and you have better equipment. Just, still, I think this is how it was supposed to be. It was supposed to be like this. Or something like this, where it was different. Flame General left word that you proceed to the Fragrant Chamber as soon as you return. Master Alphanon has already been informed, waiting with you outside. Okay. Let's see, there's... I hate getting around Ulda. I really do.
Commander Swift has kept us apprised of your recent activities. You've made great strides towards quelling the violence.
Despite our best efforts to determine what provoked this uprising, truth continues to elude us. Have you uncovered aught which might shed some light on the mystery?
I like this is V8.
This information does not leave this room.
Fair enough.
The Syndicate's decision to reject the Doman refugees' appeal for asylum had lasting repercussions. A number of those displaced by the calamity claimed it was proof of a policy of discrimination. Together with a group of Alamegan refugees, they organized a series of demonstrations to protest against the Sultanate. Demonstrations which became heated, but did not descend into violence. Until a certain incident served as a call to arms.
A unit of brass blades sent to supervise a demonstration loosed arrows upon unarmed protesters. It was this atrocity which prompted the refugees to take up arms. I need not tell you what followed.
We assumed at first that the attack was born of a miscommunication. When emotions run high, they happen. But suspicions were raised regarding the unit's commanding officer, whom I ordered interrogated. Sure enough, our fears were soon confirmed. The dog confessed that a merchant had offered him coin to give the order. A merchant in the employ of Teleji Adeleji.
Teleji Adeleji.
Teleji Adeleji. But he spoke in favor of the Domans' cause, and has ever seemed sympathetic towards the refugees' plight. Why would he do such a thing?
Know you of the Cartano Reclamation Bill? It is a proposal to annex the Cartano Flats so that refugees may establish permanent settlements.
When last I looked, that was disputed territory.
Aye. Some might even call it a battlefield. destruction wrought by Bahamut was greatest at the Cartano Flats. That much is common knowledge.
It's the big PvP zone. Oh, okay. I was about to ask, what is Cartano Flat?
What is less well known is that his rampage laid bare ancient Alagon ruins, of which no record existed. There are certain differences of opinion as to how these ruins should be handled, which is why each nation maintains a military presence in the region to this day. Yet differ though we may, we are still allies. Therefore, in the interest of preserving the Eorzean alliance, we have reached an agreement. Any conflict which may arise during the course of military exercises in the region shall have no bearing on relations between our nations. In full knowledge of this delicate state of affairs, Teleji Adeleji proposed the Cartano Reclamation Bill. A shameless bloody ruse which stands to benefit him in but one conceivable way. If successful, he will gain control over the disputed territory under the guise of assisting in the resettlement effort. And you can be sure he'll build an orphanage next to every Alagon ruin.
The man would threaten the unity of the Eorzean alliance and risk countless lives for personal gain.
He walks a path all his own, independent of any faction and beholden to none of his fellows on the Syndicate.
By inciting the less fortunate to violence, he hopes to convince others that the Cartano Reclamation Bill is the only viable solution. His sympathy for the plight of the Domans was not but posturing to gain credibility with the refugees. Of that there can be no doubt.
That's terrible.
Forgive me, but what could possibly motivate Teleji Adeleji to go to such lengths? What is so special about these ruins that he would risk his position on the Syndicate, and, most likely, charges of treason against the Sultanate?
Right, most likely.
Omega.
What? Thank you, lightning outside. That was very extremely well timed. Started thundering outside. Omega. I did not add a sound effect. That is just weather outside. Fantastic timing.
Pardon?
I was wondering if that was thunder. Yeah, it was thunder. Maybe raining outside now, too. I'm gonna go check real quick. I definitely heard the thunder. Again, perfectly timed. Yep, it sure is. It's pouring down outside now. And the thunder. But that thunder was just so perfectly timed. That was hilarious.
An Alagon monstrosity, not unlike the Ultima weapon. Mayhap larger, we know not. It has yet to be fully excavated. Alagon inscriptions indicate that it was created to fell Bahamut himself. If accurate, it might explain why Nailvan Darnus chose to bring the Red Moon down upon the Cartano Flats. Destroying the one weapon which could stay the Elder Primal may well have seemed like good sense.
When first I bore witness to the power of the Ultima weapon, I doubted the evidence of my senses. And now you tell me there is another such weapon. One which could contend with Bahamut. Bahamut?
Bahamut! I can't wait to destroy this thing.
We were skeptical ourselves. Truth be told, until the Ultima weapon's existence came to light, we thought the inscription had been mistranslated.
At present, Omega is more akin to a fossil than a tool of war, having long since ceased to function. As such, its true potential cannot accurately be gauged. However, if someone were to restore it, as the Garleans did the Ultima weapon, I have little doubt that he would wield untold power.
Power enough to subjugate Uldar like as not, and the rest of Eorzea besides, which is doubtless why Teleji Adeleji yearns to have it.
Bahamut thunders, that's right.
That he should aspire to world domination. He who has ever walked 2 paces behind Lord Lolorito in matters of commerce.
Wow, who's ever 2 paces behind?
Tis an acknowledgement of his own limitations that he seeks this power. Woe betide us all should we allow him to have it.
Those are the wing flaps, yeah. Those are the wing flaps of Bahamut.
Pray waste no time chasing rats. Only a fool would believe that secrets can be kept in Uldar.
It would seem the implications of the Sultanate's refugee problem are rather more far-reaching than we assumed.
So if I disappear, you'll know why. I lost power due to the thunder. Stories we tell. Recent revelations weigh heavily on Alphinaud's mind. Ooh, that's an upgrade. Been needing a new ring. So I want the Daystar ring. Well, hopefully it didn't last long. Your power outage, Maze. I should be glad to know the truth, and yet the thought of all this chaos was the product of one man's lust for power sickens me. How long do you think they intend to hide the existence of Omega from the Scions? That they even felt the need to do so is most troubling. Yeah, I agree with that. It would be in our best interest to learn more of the military activities in the disputed territories. Fortunately, you're already well positioned to do so, Lieutenant Dragonsoul. Pray keep us informed of any developments in Cartanu. That's cool. That's it. It'll say, I guess, whatever rank you have. That's neat. I like that a lot. Too bad I don't have the captain rank yet, but for it to have been a Captain Dragon Soul, that'd be cool. Yeah, but I don't play PvP, so but I can still get the reports. I can still find out what's going on, especially as an officer. God, whelp, no place for children. Huh? What's going on? Oh, it's L. Who we talk to? Just looking for you, mister. People said you were looking for the man who left with my parents. You know this girl? So he visited Stone's Throw as well. I see. Did you find the man? Were my parents with him? They were not, I am afraid. However, I can think of several places they might be. If you like, we can go and look for them together. Really? You'll help me look, mister? Of course. First, I must needs finish speaking with my friend. He's telling me a secret, you see, so no one else is allowed to listen. Wait for me by the pillar over there. We require but a moment. Thanks, Alphanon. Okay, mister. I'll be waiting. I'll take her to the quicksand. Mayhap Momodi will know what to do. A legion of Guardians, an Aether-staved primal, even dealing with an Ascian would be preferable to this charade. Anything else. Sometimes I fear Menphilia is too ambitious. We rush hither and yon in response to threats as they arise, without concern for the strain it places on our limited resources. And ourselves. Mayhap the time has come for a change. Alphanon? Sir, this is Menphilia. I know this is sudden, but I must ask you to return to Revenant's Toll with all due haste. Situation in the Twelveswood has taken a turn for the worse. Oh, that's bad. The Twelveswood? Then the primal threat she spoke of before has been confirmed? No reports of Ixal activity, which leaves the Sylphs? Go, Syndrome. You know as well as I that the appearance of a primal takes precedence over all else. Oh, that's getting really close. Oh, when you arrive, do inform the Antecedent that while I am grateful for her concern, she needn't fear for my safety. I am more than capable of protecting myself. How do I do this? Oh. Oh, that's cool looking. Oh, they look the same to me. It looks awesome, though. Draw the blade, can you do that? When you're just, trying it on? Oh, there's a display gear button. I didn't know that. Sheath, draw weapon. Oh, cool. I never tried pressing the buttons. Oh, that's neat. Okay, so the base doesn't do that. But the Zenitha, that is cool! Relic weapon. I never did that. Speaking of... Relic Reborn Thyrus. I need to do that. I need to do a Madapur keep on hard mode. Kind of abandoned that because I kept wanting to do story. We can't have, can't get rid of Minfilia, Alphanon. She's the leader. Change your ironwork equipment for augmented versions. Oh, really? That's cool. Serpent Herald. Other seats here to petition the aid of your order. Hi. Yeah, the news is disturbing. From Oda. But what's going on here? Only injury Alphanon suffered was to his ego. Doubtless it'll heal ere long. Other signs will need to be present for this meeting. Alright. Do need this. Some other item, carbon twine. You can get that with the tome. Okay, Sky. You can get those from the tome shop. One where I bought my current gear. Lord of Lemon. Oh, crud. I already know what this is then. No doubt about that. Well, soon enough, I'm going to get Judgment bolted. That'll be fun. Yep, it's removed. So, call forth their reverend guardian. May have? What do you mean, may have? Elder CC informs us that the elementals themselves murmur of the Lord of Levin's return to the forest. The Sylphlands, however, display no signs of undue commotion. Well, because they have that whole area. Well, give me antecedent, but the fact need not contradict the elemental's testimony. Unlike his more bellicose compeers, Garuda and so on, Ramu was reputed to act only in the defense of his children. Make his presence known if any were foolish enough to directly endanger the Sylphs or their territory. Yeah, we were... Yeah, the abruptness of this development concerned me. We're not keeping a close eye on the touched ones and their movements. Surely not have escaped your notice. Oh, it didn't. I was pretty sure it was just going to happen. It was going to happen, just not this soon. I beg your pardon? You foresaw this eventuality and did not to prevent it? I told Papa Lemo. I suppose I could have reported to Minfilia earlier. There honestly wasn't much we could do except wait and see. You know how the Sylphs feel about people poking around their territory. They already summoned Ramu once after the calamity, but that was because the Garleans came trampling through the forest. And so as long as Castrum Orient stands, the Sylphs cannot be blamed for wishing to have their guardian deity on hand. You and I are in agreement. Actions of the forest folk were inevitable and unavoidable. Sudden influx of strangers in the Black Shroud. Recent violence in Olda drove a number of refugees to seek safety under the canopy of the trees. So, they panicked and summoned their god. Put in mind of Titan and Kobolds. Once again, it's the affairs of men which have paved the way for a Primal's coming, which is her thing. kind of place Eorzea would be without the civilizing influence of mankind. Be this as may, this regrettable development does offer us a unique opportunity. Through your dealings with the so little Solus, you once succeeded in preventing an untimely conflict with Gridania. Oh no, Ramu's going to want to hit me with the Judgment Bolt, but we'll just take him down this one. Other seats here requested my personal involvement. That's fine. Welcome back. There you go. Even though it takes some time, we should probably run the, if you do want to upgrade that stuff, take the time to, run the main scenario and get the 300 for the daily. Can you get the lieutenant? Yeah, that'd be sweet. Lieutenant Dragonsoul. I will speak to you first. Conjurer attendants will admit you to the Lotus Stand. I need to do this too. Because sadly, it seems that Captain is the highest rank. Wish they would have done more with it. I mean, they have all the ranks listed out. But to do that, I have to... Oh, I did a failure. You losers. I have to do these command missions. I have to do 5 different ones from what I read. Which is the NPCs that come along. It's running through a dungeon with NPCs. Which is very interesting. But for now... I've done it once, and I got through it, but it was challenging. Sure. Just in general, NPCs usually are. When you're just running a dungeon, they're just not as good as having players, like, by any stretch of the imagination. Because, yeah, it's not like, yeah, no basic intellect or movement skills whatsoever. Yeah, they just, all they do is just swing at whatever you tell them to swing at. Like, that's it. They don't really act, they don't even really, like, act as NPCs. It's just very basic. Hit that, and then they go hit that. But that's it. They don't try to dodge or anything. I'm going to the Contour Scope. Other signs have already arrived. Let's go to the Lotus Stand. Might as well run the dungeon with your chocobo. Yeah, basically. Even then, the chocobo has moves that he'll do.
Scions of the Seventh Dawn, on behalf of the people of Gridania, I bid you welcome. Your presence is of great comfort to us all in these days of uncertainty. I summoned you here to share tidings of a most urgent nature. But a short while ago, the great elemental spoke, and his voice was clarion in its intensity. Ramu is returned unto the forest. Scarce had his words ceased to echo in mine ears, when we were visited by an emissary from Little Solace. Our guest informs us that the sylphs, too, have sensed the presence of the Lord of Levin. Though his exact whereabouts remain unknown, we may safely assume that the primal was summoned within the heart of the Sylphlands. Unlike the other primals you have encountered, Lord Ramu is no raging avatar of destruction. He is revered as much for his wisdom as his strength, serving as both arbiter and guardian to his children. Given that we and the Sylphs found a way to share the Twelveswood, it is my hope that this sagely immortal will be amenable to reason, and that conflict may be avoided. Blessed as you are with the power of the Echo, you are one of the few among us who may commune with a primal without fear of influence. I would ask, therefore, that you represent us in this most delicate of negotiations.
Echo.
The Twelveswood has suffered enough. Upon this, we and the Sylphs, and I would venture Lord Ramu himself, are in perfect accord. Let us not endanger our shared home by engaging in unnecessary hostilities. Dear friend, I beseech you, safeguard the peace which exists between our peoples.
I'll try.
You have my thanks. Pray make for Little Solace, then. A member of the Order of the Twin Adder awaits you there. He will advise you on how to find the Lord of Levin. An ill wind blows through the forest. Yet, it is not only the Twelveswood that flinches at its coming. All the lands of Eorzea shiver in dread anticipation. Have care.
To Little Solace. Lieutenant Dragonsoul? I was told to expect you. I understand that you go to treat with the Prime Remo himself, yes? Sounds. Brief you on the impending operation once you're satisfied with your preparations. Okay. A Sylphland Sting. We're the same rank. That may be even higher than you if you're just a second lieutenant. Primals to be found. Signs of Seventh Dawn. Hi. Mistress Ida and her companions make use of their Charlian devices to measure recent etheric activity. First shift will be to join up with your fellow Scions. Time being of the essence, they've already entered the Sylphlands. Twin Adder escort and a Sylph guide for... This one needs help! Yep, that's what I figured. Guide? What happened? Touched one tossed a stinging scale bomb and arrow shooting ones were left coughing and crying. Well, the Scions. Arrow shooting ones were in the lead and took the worst of the sting. Other walking ones scattered this way to escape the same fate. Barely 2 steps into the Sylphlands. We already lost our charges. Way to fail. Forget that, I'll just go get him. Splash it over arrow shooting ones and rinse away the stinging scales from eyes, nose, and mouth. I'll leave this task in Lieutenant Dragonsoul's capable hands. Yeah, no, I'll take care of it. Hardly an auspicious beginning. Before I go too much further. I think I could use it too. Yeah, I'm not full. Scenario. Main scenario. Let's go. I do wish I had the last ring. Oh yay, our favorite one. So what's the serpent puppy title? You just tell me when we're like at a boss. Like right now during the cutscene that can't be skipped. Sure. Lost somebody. Oh, I just noticed you're playing as a tank. So I'll wait for all this to go by. I'm going to talk about something uh, real life-ish. And that is tomorrow starts college football. NCAA college football. Which is amazing. I am so glad that college football is back. I don't know, this is my video games are my passion, but my second passion is sports. And love NCAA football. Glad it's back. American football. So get excited. I was interrupted in that lane. I'm glad somebody picked those up. Good job. Man, I'm great at tanking. I'm super good at it. I didn't have the patience to take the long way around. And then, oh, that's probably me. Oh, bugger. That was me, wasn't it? Oh, this is great. I don't watch sports as much as I used to. But still love sports. Sin! Everybody does that. Everybody always does, but sin. Jeez, man, I had to pull everybody out of that. Lucky I'm good. That other healer should have died. I caught him just in time. Watching stuff with people is way more fun, no matter what it is. Yeah, it is. Too bad there's never anybody else here watching my streams. Trust me, watching these cutscenes would be way more fun with other people, with more people to be here. Yeah, it goes the same with streams. Streams are way more fun when more people are watching. Alright, I'm about to be hit by everything. That's fine. By a few orders of magnitude. I blame Marcus. Yeah, correct. Wait. Say, why is Sid is still there? It's just funny. Here's the plan. We bring the gunboat down right on the tower. Yeah. Totally. I was totally planned the entire time. We got this. Boom. All according to plan. I'm sad that she's a gimmick fight. Because I wish we could have just thrashed her. Still one of my most hated NPCs. Yeah, the second half is a normal fight, but you have to do all that other. You have to do the first half of the fight. I wish she was just a straight up normal fight. Because this whole thing is annoying. He's just sitting there. That's great. That's really funny. Okay, I'll fire it right now. Yep, I got it. I'm just staying here, just loading the missiles. Somebody else can fire. I'll load them. Echo! I am nothing if not support. This guy says, nice, a healer who loads missiles. Support is what I do. Healing missiles? I wish. That'd be really cool. Had those in the Old Republic with your Merc? Nice. Stun them all because I can. Done. Man, I don't know if it's just me, but because you sync to 50, so which means these classes, these other healing classes, have these abilities. Oh right, I can do this one. I always forget. I just skipped this one. I got a player accommodation. Nice. Oops. Alright. That's 300 more. Gotta do that every day. I'm kind of bad about that. Not doing any dailies here. I've just been so busy with other games. Yeah, you can't skip the ones during those missions. That way, people who haven't done it before can get to see them. It's just a decision they made. But the last one, because the group is over, you can. It's just you're in control of it. You all are terrible at your jobs. I can barely see. Killing you. Another walking one. Ha! This one shall not falter. This one carries an entire sack of... This one's sack of skill bombs. It is gone! No matter. This one will fetch more. And the new walking one will suffer as well. Come back. Oh. This one stole touched one's sack while touched one was gloating over coughing ones. But this was clever. Oh, that's not. It stole the sack of skill bombs. That's funny. We may not if touch one fetches more skill bombs. Walk fast. Another clever trick to help walking one move unseen. We have to do this. Okay, fine. Oh, and then chuck a skill bomb in it. That's funny. Okay, I'm down. Find the touch one, surprise him with a stinging scale bomb. It tastes your own medicine. I'm okay with this. See how you like it. Ow, 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 ow. This one's leaves smart and prickle. This one's being so careful with the scales. Awesome. We'll go and give Test One a stinging surprise. Test One will not bother these ones for a time, this one thinks. Coughing and crying ones seem much better. Perhaps arrow shooting ones are ready to talk with walking one now. They are arrow shooting ones. They're bumming. Finally see you again. Aid is most appreciated. Lieutenant Dragon Soul, yes? That's me. Yeah, where are my friends? Scattered Scions. Explain the fate of the Scions. As you're aware, our party fell victim to an ambush. We scouts immediately moved forward to engage the enemy and bid the Scions take cover. Then, before we knew what was happening, the air was filled with that stinging, choking dust. Last thing I saw before my vision was clouded was Master Papalemo stumbling northeast towards the gold leaf dais. I know not what befell the others. The touch sylphs are certainly alerted to our presence in the territory. Okay. Scouts will seek to draw the attention of potential ambushers away from you. Their nasty tricks will not find such easy prey a second time. Let's go. Try to find Papalemo. There's Ida, too. Enough of this. My feet ache, my back hurts, and I wish to leave these sylphs in peace. There, greetings. Why don't you let this fellow take your measure? Nope. Wasn't Papalemo. Why do you persist? No need to take measurements. I can tell you with certainty that Lord Ramu is nowhere to be found. Wise ones are not acting as wise ones should? No. This one not sure how wise ones should behave, but this one suspects sneaky ones seek to deceive walking one with skin-changing tricks. Yeah, I've seen this before. Unless waking one is sure wise ones are not truly wise ones. Don't throw scale bomb unless you are positive. True form scale bomb. Yeah. Again, I've seen this before. I've done this self quest. Let's eat up. I will not walk another step. Use bomb. That's definitely not. How did walking one know? You talked nothing like my companions would talk. They didn't give it away though, like they normally do with this one, and easily giving it away. It's slightly better. Which still begs the question, where are my friends? Walking one to sneaking one's trap? Forgive this one. This one will search some more, and so must walking one. Walking one still have trick-breaking scale bombs? This one fears more sneaky ones may be lurking nearby. Yeah, they did overpronounce I and you and all that. But they did better than, like, they normally do. Wasn't perfect by any means. But much better than they normally do. What? Why is Thancred here? Sidra, it's you! I was worried you wouldn't find us. Seeing as you have, though, do you think you can give me a hand? Thancred's being a bit difficult. I keep telling him we should be taking readings, but he refuses to move. Wait. What was me? I cannot go on. It's far too dangerous. What if something happens to my beautiful face? Not bad, but Thancred definitely wouldn't be scared. I think you're the real deal. There we go. Yeah. What'd you do that for? There we go. I thought so. I thought he was right. Thancred turned into a sylph? No? Wait, you're telling me that was a sylph all along? Ah, I can't believe I fell for that. I heard about the shape-shifting trick, but that sprite was just so convincing. Huh. Wonder where the real Thancred has disappeared to. Good question. True to form. Ida is eager to rejoin the Scions. Right, you only wear one bracelet. Really? You're gonna do this now? Convincing. Sure, Ida. Well, not the sharpest tool in the shed, but that's okay. I like Ida a lot. May not know where Thancred is, but I got a pretty good idea where Papa Limo and Y'shtola will be. They were with me just now. Y'shtola suggested we split up to cover more ground, and took Papa Limo with her. Oh no. Do you think one of them may have been a sylph in disguise as well? Probably. Probably be after them just in case. Come on, they were headed somewhere south. Under random comments, Brave Exvius currently has an Octopath Traveler event. Aw, man. I like one of those games. That's not... You have to die. Change blends. You have mark on head. Take these out. And that's not completely fair either, because I do like, I like Brave Exvius, I just haven't played it in forever. I did like it, though. I'm just kind of tired of gacha games right now. There's one. Which means I don't need the level sync. I thought they were part of the fate. No, they're just the enemy. So yeah, ran into one of the marks that I had. Fine. There are 2 Y'shtolas. Thank the 12 you found us at last. Wait, I see Ida, but where's... More imposters! Do not attempt to deceive me, Sylph. I see what you are. But if by some faint chance you truly are my good friend Syndrel, mayhap you would consult Maximo over there, if Maximo he truly is, on the subject of how to dispel these inferno Sylvan enhancements. Don't worry, I got that. This one suggests hitting 3 wise ones with 1 stone. I'm okay with that. If wise one suspects walking one is actually skin changing one, walking one is not likely to get a second opportunity to throw a scale bomb in wise one's presence. So, walking one must aim carefully so all wise ones are caught in the same scale bomb's boom. I'm okay with this. I like that though. They are wise ones. The scions. They're the wise ones. Okay. Enjoy! One of you's gonna change. Was that truly necessary? Look! That one's the Sylph! Yep, that one. This one's trick has failed, but walking ones have not won yet. Come back. This one will not allow walking ones to pass. Come any closer and this one's friends will get angry. I'm not scared of your friends. So the little rascal means to stand his ground, does he? How very courageous. Would you do the honors, Sindrul? Gladly. Greetings, I see you all found each other. 'Twould seem I was a mite overzealous in my attempts to evade our sylvan ambushes. I was a mom away by the time I realized I was alone. This quest is silly, I really like it. Hey, Sankard, throw a bomb just in case! Everybody stares! Are you really Sankard? Is aught amiss? Do I have something on my face? Reasonably convincing. But one cannot be too careful. Remind me, Thancred, what was the reason for our little excursion into the Sylphlands? Did you take a tumble and bump your head, old friend? We're here to locate the site of the summoning, so that Sindrul might parley with Lord Ramuh. Too easy. Aha! Why don't you tell us what you think of Philomen? Truly? You would have me speak of the songstress of Ulda? As you will. She's an exquisite rose that withers not with the passing of years. Charming as ever. I dare say you are perpetually beset upon all sides by swooning beauties. Please, Justola, I do not seek to make them swoon. Poetry rises unbidden to my lips when I behold a fair maiden's countenance. 'Tis the curse of my minstrel blood. It's Thancred. It's absolutely that. Enough. If this is not the real Thancred, then I believe we've found a suitable replacement. I love quests like this. This was silly and that was hilarious. Indeed. Well, that seems like quite enough entertainment for one day. 'Tis past time we return to the task at hand. Sindrul, would you mind approaching our touched friend? If I'm not very mistaken, his decision to stand his ground stems from something more than mere bravery. Yeah. Go ahead. Bring him. Bring him on. Stay away from this one. Not scared. He was a bit more stout than the other enemies. Walking one is too strong. This one surrenders. This one is sorry for playing tricks on wise ones. Great and powerful one, Lord Ramuh, is not here. No need for wise ones to go any further. No need at all. Wise ones definitely must not go any further. This one would not want wise ones to get lost. No. Good try, but no. Overheard your exchange with our tormentor. His clumsy attempted deceit would almost be endearing if time were not of the essence. Happily, I managed to take a reading of the surrounding area while you had his attention. I suspect the site of the Lord of Levin's summoning is very close indeed. Thanks for the hint, Self. Yeah. Okay, I trust you. Let's go, people. We're out. Wait. Levin, an impression. Again, the master quest makers here. Master of the quest names. My measurements indicate a large ethereal disturbance to the southeast. None of the various reads returned a result of this magnitude. Only one conclusion. Ramu was called forth in the vicinity of the Sylph's Aetherite. I suggest we proceed there with all possible haste. After bidding Maximo here a fond farewell, of course. Should our trusted guide come too close to his deity, there's a distinct possibility he will fall under the Primal's influence. Sure. Should send him back. Oh, it's the masked one. You're welcome. Hi, Ramu. With the beard as long as ever.
Bringer of light, bane of Ifrit, Titan, Garuda, and Leviathan.
Correct.
I am Ramu, guardian of the children of the forest. Thou tramplest upon secret soil, bringer of light. By what right doth man intrude in this sanctuary of the sylphs?
Talk to you.
Redanians proffer peace? Their words are born of delusion. Thine offer an insult.
Then I just get rid of you. We can do this the easy way or the hard way.
Thou speakest of harmony, yet carest naught for my children's desires. They did but wish to dwell beneath these boughs in solitude. Yet even that was too much to ask of man. Thus did they turn to me for succor. The sentence I pronounce upon thy kind is just. Redanian or Garlean, it matters not. The good intent of one excuseth not the misdeeds of the other.
You presumptuous.
Thy conflict have brought naught but anguish and misery unto the forest. All blame doth lie with the darkness that resideth in the breast of man. Whence sprung this calamitous seed? In the beginning no such duality existed. For light and dark given form when man was born. It would explain much. Not least why strife and sorrow follow ever in thy wake. Thou canst not deny the urgings of thine own nature.
Yeah, I get it. Okay, humans. Some humans are good, some humans are evil, and will always be at war, blah, 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 blah. I get all that. Put up or shut up.
Knowing that thy mere presence here portendeth tragedy, wilt thou persist in this pretense of peacemaking? Thou bearest the crystal which I bestowed upon thy wayward charges. But they should entrust so precious a gift to thee.
Yeah, I forgot I had the crystal.
Thou standest apart from thy kin. Thou art the bringer of light. Aye. There is something more in thee. Very well. I
shall consider thy proposal. Shouldst thou survive my trial.
I appreciate that. That is very Ramuh style. To always have, like, a trial of some kind.
If thou wouldst champion the cause of harmony, I must have proof that thou art fit to play the role. Weather mine ire, and prove to me thereby that thou hast strength enough to stay the darkness which threateneth to consume thee. Yet if thou shouldst be found wanting, know that all men shall perish in the storm of my judgment. Come to me, bringer of light. I shall await thee on the field of battle.
Urianger, it is rare indeed to find you so far from a tome.
The Lord of Levin himself. Never till this day had I looked upon his visage, save in painted renderings made faint by time. Never shall this scene remain etched in my mind's eye. Beg pardon, my lady. I must beg thine aid on a point of research. If thou art resolved to face Lord Ramuh, I would ask thy leave to observe the event.
Yeah, sure, why not? Record my awesomeness. The striking tree. Ugh. You're still here. Attacking you because. Oh, K! Wow, I did a K. That's crazy. I've not done that yet, so that was fun. It was a critical, but still. I've not done over 1,000. That was fun. Oh, where's the... Take that off. Striking tree hard. Average on level 65. Oh, it don't matter. Whatever you want to play. Bring it, remove. Striking tree. Hard. I do like those, like he's giving us a trial, because that is... That is in very much removed fashion. So I like that. That was a really nice touch. Very, very smart. Is that straight up Judgment Bolt? Is that what he's doing there? If someone gets petrified, hit them with lightning. Okay. Uh-oh. Something's targeting me and that's not cool. Terror. That's not great. So that would be me. So I would need to be hit by lightning. Yeah, because I can't do anything. That lasted forever. Judgment Bolt! That was Judgment Bolt. That was straight up Judgment Bolt. Alright, this one's tougher than Leviathan. Shoot, I'm being targeted again. And I can't do anything. Okay, now I can do stuff. Darn it. No, he's targeting me again. Now I can't do anything. That really sucks. Whew. I got 2-player combinations. That, yeah, that was. Yeah, now I know how the stun thing works. So if you're gonna get struck by lightning, you need to go to the person who's terrored, so they get struck. So they get struck, and the terror goes away. Because that thing lasts 40 seconds, and to have your healer out for 40 seconds really stinks. Because that's what happened the first time. And that goes okay, because Ramu wasn't throwing out as much stuff. But there at the end, you can't have the healer out like that.
And I judge thee a worthy champion. The task of excising the sin that hath taken root in man's heart is thine. Shrink not from employing thy strength in service to the forest and the wider realm beyond. Like hungering shadows do the enemies of harmony gather, and weakness will but feed them. If man is to be delivered from the dark, it shall be by thy guiding light alone. Stray not from the path, for if thou dost, thy people shall be truly lost.
Cool, we've been judged worthy.
Thou hast slain the Lord of Levin. A regrettable act, but a necessary one. In witnessing thy struggle, the truth hath been revealed unto me. If I mistake not, it may yet prove a chink in the eternal armor of the Assyrians. But let us conclude our present business. I shall expound upon my findings at the Rising Stones anon.
You heard it. I should now be a leader. Vote for me. Or vote for Roland Crane. Roland Crane 2020. Unite the world. I'm here, I really should repair. Lieutenant Dragon Soul, you've returned. Dare I ask how Ramu received your visit? Not great, but it worked out in the end? I guess? Challenge you to test of arms? It is well then that you have some experience in such matters. Yeah, I do. Peoples of both Gridania and Little Solus will be relieved to hear that the Lord of Levin has accepted you as the Force Champion of Peace. Formed a monumental duty this day, Lieutenant Dragon Soul. Other Seedseer must be informed of your deeds at once. What little gods are made of. Return to Gridania. Fare you well, Lieutenant Dragonsoul. Thank you, bye. And I go to the Conjuring Guild. But I think that is going to do it for me today. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Had a lot of fun. Will be streamed tomorrow. To some degree. And let's see, is there something else I wanted to talk about? Let me think. I think that's it. And no streams Sunday or Monday because night is off. So no streams then. But stream tomorrow. And yeah, no streams. And then the rest of the week, I'm not sure. But even though I'm going to see you tomorrow, hopefully, have a great weekend. Hope you have a lot of fun. Duty Commenced is streaming live now. Tune in. What? Square Enix? What's that? Don't know what that is. Maybe you should tune in now that I'm not streaming. Since I'm getting over here, you can watch that. It's in purple, so it's from Square Enix. So sure, there's the link. Thanks for watching. I'm Central. Remember to shoot for the stars and take care, everyone.